Angel Reese did what everybody expected Angel Reese to do. Basically gave the finger to Candace Parker during her retirement ceremony. Or not jersey retirement ceremony. Like, we all kind of knew that was going to happen. I think everyone kind of knew it was going to happen. Everybody knew that Angel Reese was not going to celebrate Candace Parker. Why? Because I shit you not, Candace Parker said that Angel Reese is not as good as Paige Beckers or Enrique.
Okay, this is wild. Angel Reese just pulled off the kind of move that made the internet stop, rewind, and go, wait, did she really just do that? Candace Parker's jersey retirement was supposed to be a total fairy tale night, all confetti and roses, but instead, Reese somehow turned it into a viral debate club. We're talking no standing ovation, no clapping, just stone cold vibes. So was it pure shade, a power play, or the ultimate plot twist in basketball drama? Buckle up, because this one's messier than a Kardashian reunion.
Candace Parker, jersey retired. Wow. Candace Parker really one of the GOATs. You should have wore the damn shirt, Angel. That's messed up, man. That's tight foul. That's foul. That's hard, though, the jersey going up. That's hard right there. That's super hard. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Angel Reese not rocking with it. This is Candace Parker tonight at her jersey retirement. Man, that's dope that she got her jersey retired, man. That's well-deserved. She brought a championship there, man. Candace Parker's...
So Candace Parker's jersey retirement, you know, it should have been one of those legendary, absolutely untouchable nights in sports history. We're talking about the kind of event where everyone, even the guy selling overpriced popcorn, pauses mid-scoop to clap. A night for honoring legends, for fans getting emotional with overpriced arena napkins, and let's be real, for everyone to pretend they've been huge women's basketball fans forever. But then, Angel Reese showed up, and well, she decided to turn it into a headline, and not the kind you want.
Players, and she put her as the same tier as Brink, and then said she has a potential to be an S tier player. Like, she literally said, during her tier list, said Angel has the potential to be an MVP candidate. But that wasn't good enough. But, yeah. She got rage baited by people online, and then she started retweeting like personal shit about Candace Parker as well. Like, she started retweeting like, oh, Candace is just jealous of Angel that she stole her vet and all this. Like, she started retweeting personal stuff about Candace Parker. And now, during the warm-ups, they're all...
Okay, so everyone's there celebrating Candace Parker, two-time WNBA champion, a finals MVP, basically the icon who put women's basketball on the cultural GPS, right? But instead of celebrating, Angel Reese treated the whole legendary ceremony like, well, like she was stuck in line at the DMV. Seriously, picture this. Candace Parker, absolutely glowing, emotional, getting this ultimate recognition, a you've done it all, you're a legend, welcome to forever kind of moment. The crowd is going wild, on their feet, cheering like Beyonce just dropped a surprise concert. Former teammates are beaming, reminiscing, and then there's Reese.
I don't really care to watch or even pay attention to the other players or teams. So I just wanted to do a quick update on something crazy going on tonight with Candace Parker getting her jersey retired against the Aces, who are also on fire.
And trust me, what happened next made that whole perfect scene suddenly take a hard left turn.
Way back to Candace Parker and everything that's going on with Angel Reese's fan base not liking Candace Parker once again, booing her in the comment section. Oh.
But here's the kicker. Then the camera cuts to Angel Reese, and she's just sitting there, looking like her phone just got confiscated, totally grounded, no clapping, no cheering, not even a polite nod, nothing. Just pure stone cold, arms crossed, I don't care energy. Like she's been dragged to a super awkward family reunion. And of course the cameras caught everything, because let's be real, in today's world, if you blink funny at a public event, someone's screen recording it, adding clown emojis and uploading it with this you within 5 minutes.
Living legend. Angel Reese, you out here disrespecting and you still missing layups. Like, come on, you gotta get real now. You got to get real now. Don't be getting crazy with Candace Parker. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even do that. Hold on. Angel Reese. She had some comments about Angel Reese. on the telecast today. Let's hear what Candace Parker had to say about Angel Reese on the telecast. Let's take a listen.
What is Angel's potential? I think it's endless, honestly. You look at her body, you look at her ability to get up and down the floor, and I don't think it's...
Okay, let me break this down for you, because this whole thing looks monumentally bad. First off, Candace Parker isn't just some random player who had a couple good seasons. She's been the face of women's basketball for literally over a decade. We're talking about someone who carried the entire league on her back when nobody else was really paying attention. Her highlights are still going viral with kids who weren't even born when she debuted. And then Angel Reese shows up, apparently deciding that clapping for that kind of legend was just too much effort. The internet naturally exploded. Fans immediately split into two camps. One side screaming disrespectful, you don't snub a legend like that, and the other side, oh, maybe she was tired, maybe allergies, maybe thinking about dinner. Really, because nothing says support like looking like you'd rather be scrolling TikTok than applauding a Hall of Famer. Let's be honest, even with allergies, you can clap. Even if you're tired, you can stand for 30 seconds to honor someone whose career paved the way for yours. There are just no excuses here.
In this game, we see Candace Parker, okay, shout out to Candace Parker, aka CP3, get her jersey, her Chicago Sky #3 jersey retired, okay? Everybody was there in the crowd. I saw, okay, of course, Bam Adebayo, Bam, aka Bam, you know, Bam, Asia Wilson's boyfriend was there. We saw Common, the rapper Common, alongside Jennifer Hudson there. It was some people, it was some important people in the building to be there to honor Candace Parker getting her jersey retired, okay, because she's a phenomenal player. But I really wish this game was just, you know, it had better pace to it, okay? First of all, we could have won because the Las Vegas Aces, they was bricking. They were bricking. It was so many times, there's so many transition plays, specifically in that third quarter, where the Las Vegas Aces would have that possession of the ball. They would try that 3-point.
Seriously, unless Angel Reese was physically paralyzed in that seat, which, spoiler alert, she wasn't, there are zero excuses. She chose this. She went full Ice Queen on Candace Parker's incredible night. But here's where it gets even deeper, because this wasn't just a random moment of bad body language. This felt like a full-blown generational statement. Think about it. Candace Parker represents the old school hard work, consistency, pure class, and leadership that made it possible for future stars to even exist. Angel Reese, on the other hand, she represents something totally different: flashy drama, constant headlines, an unapologetic attitude, and honestly, making every situation about herself. And the funniest part about all this, Reese probably thought she was making some silent power move, like she was above the whole ceremony, too important to participate. But instead of looking like the next queen of the league, she just looked like the ungrateful rookie who crashed a wedding and refused to toast the bride. The jersey is retired. History absolutely doesn't care if Angel Reese clapped or not. The only person who truly loses here is Reese herself, because now her name is forever linked to disrespect and Candace Parker.
They are retiring Candace Parker's jersey tonight, and honestly, I don't think any of the fans like it, man. And I can't lie, it seemed like it's more so Angel Reese fan base, and they're kind of mad at what she stated about Angel Reese being a C-tier player, which I'm like, man, fam, that is a basketball take. Some of these people are acting like she called her mother out. She talking about her family. Like, fam, she made a basketball.
And of course, Reese's fans immediately jumped in to defend her. Oh, maybe the cameras caught her at the wrong moment. Maybe she clapped before or after. Maybe the angle just made her look bored. Sure, maybe. But come on, the footage doesn't lie. You don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to see the pure indifference radiating from her entire body. She genuinely looked like someone forced to sit through a poetry reading in a language she totally doesn't understand. And let's not forget, Angel Reese is already walking on thin ice with fans. She's been painted as the villain of women's basketball more times than Disney has remade Cinderella. Plus, jersey retirements are sacred in sports, right? It's just so ironic considering Reese is directly benefiting from the exact foundation that Candace Parker helped build over all those years.
Right here. Now, Angel Reese, man, she's standing on square business, y'all. So now, Candace Parker, today is her... It's time for quiz. today is Candace Parker Day in Chicago. Chicago Sky retires Candace Parker jersey. As you can see, everybody's wearing the Candace Parker shirts, but Angel Reese. Now, do you blame her? Absolutely not. I don't blame her. But and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Angel Reese went out her way to show Candace Parker love over and over again. She said in countless interviews, she looked up to Candace Parker.
This whole thing is like sitting down at Thanksgiving dinner, eating the turkey your grandma spent 6 hours cooking, and then refusing to say thank you just because you didn't like the stuffing. It's petty, it's childish, and it makes you look incredibly ungrateful. The deep irony here is that Reese desperately wants to be seen as one of the future faces of the WNBA, but instead of standing and clapping, she chose the I'm too cool for this path. So congratulations, Angel. You've just guaranteed that Candace Parker will be remembered for greatness, while you'll be remembered for refusing to clap at her retirement. Not exactly the legacy you were aiming for, right? And here's the kicker. The WNBA is still fighting tooth and nail for mainstream attention. These moments are golden opportunities to show unity, to celebrate, and to finally pull in those casual fans. But thanks to Angel Reese's attitude, the headline isn't Candace Parker honored. It's Angel Reese disrespected Candace Parker. And trust me, clips of Reese sitting there with the enthusiasm of a soggy sponge went viral faster than any highlight reel she's ever had.
Oh, so Candace Parker had her jersey retired last night in Chicago. Shout out to the legend. Listen, if y'all remember, probably about a month ago, a little over a month ago, Candace Parker made some comments about Angel Reese and how she was classifying her as a C-level player and just classified her as an offensive rebounder. So, which, it just came off as, not really giving Angel Reese full credit for everything that she's been doing. So a lot of people had a lot to say.
I'm talking memes crafted in minutes. Reese photoshopped into a frozen statue at a funeral, even at the North Pole, holding a sign saying I'm too cool for history. Just like that, her moment of supposed dominance instantly became a comedy goldmine. Suddenly, fans, analysts, and even people who've never watched a single WNBA game had opinions. But here's the brutal truth. There's a super fine line between showcasing your individuality and becoming a walking PR disaster. Reese didn't just cross that line, she moonwalked over it while juggling flaming torches. And we can't ignore the massive generational factor at play here. Candace Parker represents everything disciplined, classy, and hard-earned. She's the blueprint, the prototype, the absolute OG of women's basketball star power. Parker came up in a world where respect was non-negotiable. You never made someone's retirement about your own attitude. Angel Reese, though? She's Gen Z personified, unapologetic, loud, self-centered, and seemingly thriving on controversy. Candace's night was about gratitude, history, and legacy. Reese's reaction, it screamed rebellion, attitude, and a desperate I'm the headline now. But in trying to snatch that spotlight, she accidentally turned herself into the villain nobody, absolutely nobody, asked for.
Reese didn't wear the Candace Parker t-shirts and now everybody's mad at her about that. Candace Parker has a podcast with Angel Reese's op, Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston plays for Indiana, she's a big. Angel Reese played for Chicago Sky. She's a big. You guys have a podcast together. And your first 2 episodes, you talk about me not in a glowingly light. You name me a C-tier player when numbers are starting to come out and we're starting to see a lot of who we call to be GOATs and superstars have really similar numbers to Angel.
And the irony here, it's almost Shakespearean. Reese is directly benefiting from the exact platform Candace Parker helped build. Every young fan who looks up to Angel Reese today can only do that because players like Candace fought to get women's basketball recognized on primetime sports networks. All those endorsements, that attention, the viral fame Reese enjoys, that exists because Parker spent years making sure this league mattered. And trust me, every tiny detail became fodder for public judgment. From a subtle frown to what looked like someone debating if pineapple belongs on pizza. The consensus was clear. Reese looked like a teenager stuck in a parent's boring PowerPoint presentation about budgeting. Meanwhile, her fans went into full damage control, claiming she wasn't disrespectful, that she clapped later, or maybe she was just reflecting internally. Seriously, internal reflection during a public celebration is a bold move, but the public doesn't give out participation ribbons for thinking quietly. This is live television, social media is watching, history is watching, and if your silence is louder than applause, guess what? Your silence becomes the story. For Reese, it's a story of epic bad judgment.
Speculation that the beef, silent beef if you want to call it that, with Angel Reese and Candace Parker is still going on after seeing Angel Reese not wearing the Candace Parker retirement shirt. Woo! All right, so this video has been going pretty crazy right here, man. Let's take a look at what's going on right here. So you have Angel Reese here in the middle. Everybody wearing the Candace Parker retirement t-shirts or shirts, if you want to call it that, long sleeves. Right? You see everybody getting it in. I thought the mascot even had one on. I think they do. Now you do have Michaela right here. She's covering it, you know, halfway open. But everybody else has their jackets off, warmed up in the retirement shirt.
And the backlash wasn't just some online echo chamber. Former players, commentators, and even casual fans all weighed in, and the message was loud and clear. If you're going to play in this league, you have to understand that some moments are bigger than you. Some nights aren't about your highlight reel, your brand, or your social media presence. They're about history, and they're remembered forever. Parker's number will hang in the rafters, immortalized, but Angel Reese's reaction is. It's also immortalized, just in a totally different way, as a cautionary tale of pure disrespect, self-absorption, and absolutely terrible timing. Future historians, or even just bored YouTube commenters, are going to look back and say, remember that rookie who didn't clap for a legend? Yeah, that's not exactly Hall of Fame material, and this whole thing sparked a huge cultural debate about the modern athlete. Are young players too self-absorbed? Do they lack respect for legacy? Is this a teachable moment, or just another TikTok scandal brewing? The conversation extends far beyond the court. It's about core values, tradition, and what it truly means to be a professional athlete when every single move you make is scrutinized by millions. But let's zoom back to the main point here. Angel Reese absolutely humiliated herself. No amount of stats, no viral clip, no highlight dunk can ever erase the image of a player refusing to celebrate a legend.
She walked up, checked the temperature at the LA sports game when she got her jersey retired with the sports.
Yep.
The energy was a bit off. And I've been saying for months, I try not to really go there, but I've been noticing, I said, why Candace Parker energy is different with Angel Reese? Like, you can tell, like, there's something there, you just don't want to say it. I don't really.
And yeah, that humiliation, that's the real story that sticks.
If it ain't there, it ain't there. I ready for it to expose itself, like come out and reveal itself. You feel what I'm saying? And
yep.
It did.
Seriously, every single time Angel Reese's name comes up in discussions about WNBA greatness, this night will be the defining footnote. Candace Parker's night, it will be remembered for her iconic career. Reese's moment, it will be remembered for her sheer audacity to sit there in silence.
Her name for clips when you were Candace Parker. And Aaliyah Boston, NCAA champion. You're on America's team. Two-time All-Star, three-time All-Star. Aaliyah Boston, three-time All-Star. So maybe she doesn't. Well, why does she have to wear that shirt? That shirt was passed out throughout the arena. And yo, you have a podcast. That's what I don't get. People are not seeing. Like, you have a podcast with Aaliyah Boston. I battle her night in, night out. We have to go against each other. Maybe I have different views of you now because Angel played in Candace Parker's first jersey retirement game. And Candace Parker only was talking to the LA players. Angel ran over there, busted through, and made sure she gave Candace Parker her flowers. Make sure she congratulated her, gave her love. So she did do that. And then for Candace Parker to now come up with this podcast with Aaliyah Boston, and they're talking about Angel again, the first two episodes, calling Angel a C-tier player when Angel has broken records by Candace Parker and achieved things that Aaliyah Boston has not achieved. Maybe she feels like she's slighted.
Angel Reese, by just sitting there with zero acknowledgement, sent the exact opposite message. I don't need guidance. I don't need respect. I don't need history. And the world collectively watched and thought, yep, she just peaked in bad decision making. Finally, let's talk about the personal side. Imagine being Candace Parker, having the moment of a lifetime, and seeing a star you once inspired treat it like some mandatory Zoom meeting. That stings. And it wasn't subtle, not at all. The cameras caught the energy shift and fans felt it immediately. She wasn't the bold, cool star claiming dominance. She was the rookie who refused to clap and instantly became the face of ungratefulness in the WNBA. And make no mistake, this will absolutely follow her for a very long time. So as the lights dimmed and Candace Parker's banner hung high, Angel Reese left the arena still trending, still viral, but for all the wrong reasons. She didn't just miss a moment, she created a meme factor. And here's the ultimate kicker. Reese probably thought she was sending a power move, a statement that she's above it all. Instead, she's given the league, fans, and every future player the ultimate cautionary tale. Seriously, don't disrespect greatness, because Candace Parker's career is forever, her banner is forever, and Angel Reese's awkwardly frozen posture, that's also forever etched right into the annals of social media infamy. So congratulations, Angel, you're now legendary, just not in the way you ever imagined.